Hey, it's Kristin with Drive Mode Show, and today I have the fabulous opportunity to drive a 2021 Ram TRX. I have Jeff Roselli here with Ram, and we have some questions for him about this new TRX. The power is unbelievable. I've taken it out on the road. I'm about to take it off-road. Jeff, tell us what we need to know about the TRX.
So the TRX is a pretty special beast. It's really engineered to outrun and outlast any other production truck on the road. We focus on things like, not only durability, we've got a heavily reinforced and strengthened frame, really is the foundation for this monster, but also, as you said, lots of power, but also lots of suspension travel. 13 inches front, 14 inches rear, and we control that with the Bilstein Blackhawk E-squared shocks. These are really special shocks. Tons of damping power. They can range anywhere from 20 pounds up to 1 ton of damping force at each corner. And we use a ride height position sensor at each corner, plus 3 accelerometers. Sorry for nerding out on you on this one.
I know, I love it.
This is a really good one. It's we know exactly where the tires are in travel, and we also, through the accelerometers, monitor what the platform's doing. So we can tell if it rolls, we can tell if it's pitching or if it's heaving, and we can adjust the dampers every 20 milliseconds. We can function both on the compression, so the up motion, and also the rebound, the droop direction. So we can really tie the vehicle down, and then you'll see through our drive modes, whether you're talking auto, which is sort of our all-around mode, or our sport, where we really firm up the shocks, versus Baja, where we kind of let the vehicle cruise, we let the shocks move freely through sort of the normal ride height, but when it gets to the extremes of travel, we really crank up the damping again to control the vehicle, whether you're jumping it or just running fast across washboard. You can really control the attitude and the smoothness of the vehicle very effectively.
I want to know, can you jump this truck?
Yes, you can jump this truck.
Have you tried it?
Yes, I have jumped this truck.
Okay, tell me about some of the testing, because I understand you've tested it out in Glamis and in other places that would be extreme environments.
For sure. What's really special about this truck is we actually developed our own off-road course based on what we had found from competitors and enthusiasts who were running their trucks hard at high speed. And we've duplicated a lot of events that you would see on, say, the Vegas to Barstow or in Glamis. And that allowed us to really develop this truck, both from a performance standpoint and also durability, to that cycle.
Let's go inside, and I'm going to have you talk to Drive Mode viewers about some of the power elements.
Okay. So from a performance standpoint, the TRX is equipped with a 702 horsepower supercharged 6.2 liter Hemi. And with the powertrain and the suspension, really where the whole command center is directly in front of the driver. We have our unique TRX switch bank here. It gives you both the hot button to the drive modes and performance pages. It has redundant hard controls, but also your axle and traction settings, as well as launch control, because let's be honest, it's a 6.2 supercharged Hemi, and we really want to be able to lay down some acceleration numbers. Via the TRX hot button, we first enter the drive modes. On the left side of the screen, you'll see what we call the primary on-road modes: snow, tow, sport, and auto. And then on the right side, we've got custom, which allows the consumer to choose kind of their favorite mix and match of the modes, but also mud, rock, and Baja. In each of these modes, you can see we adjust both steering efforts, suspension, control, firmness. Also, we allow you to adjust whether the paddle shifters are on and off, the transmission and engine mapping, as well as also stability control. In the case of Baja, we allow more wheel spin in order to get up on top of the sand. We also manipulate the transfer case to give a more rear torque bias to allow the driver to really point the vehicle with the throttle, versus snow mode, where we're very aggressive with traction control settings, minimizing wheel slip as much as possible. That's really the mode where if you had to send your teenager to the store to get milk, and in the Midwest for us, the worst snow conditions possible, snow mode will get them there safely and very correctly. So again, sort of everything is controlled through the drive modes. We're very proud of that. And again, it's got performance pages as well. performance pages will allow you to do both the real-time dyno, it will track your acceleration numbers, but it also, in the case of off-roading, will give you articulation, steering wheel angle, axle locking. You can see here, we call it our dynamics page, but it will tell you your wheel articulation, transfer case state, and your locker condition. On, off.
Yeah, and let's take that out on the off-road course.
Sounds
and
great.
See how that performs.
Excellent. Going high.
No?
Not yet. Now. A little more throttle. Well done.
All right. That's so fun.
Pretty drama-free, right?
Yeah. It makes it easy. I mean, if you're afraid to drive a truck, this can go anywhere. do you think this truck, do you think the TRX will have a lot of capabilities that, like, you know how they say that people only use 10% of their brains, right? So what's a percentage of the TRX functionality that you think people will use?
I mean, honestly, the vehicle is so capable. I think, I mean, I'll just point to one kind of superficial item, right? Like, we've got a very effective snow mode that you folks in the Southwest will never see, right? In trying to make the vehicle capable and adaptable, we've baked a lot of features in that some people will never notice, and I think that those that do pick up on it will be very appreciative of. The vehicle is just so capable and adaptable. Again, you know, the vehicle was designed for high-speed running, but all those things that make it so good at that help here. Again, traction, gearing, torque, and travel. It's the same in any off-road environment.
I like the sound of the whine of the engine. How do you tune it differently from like a Hellcat engine?
So what's interesting is, you know, from an SRT standpoint, the other 6.2 supercharged engines are all in vehicles that are a lot shorter. This truck is the longest implementation, so our exhaust ends up very long. And the interior of the Ram 1500 cab is so quiet that we struggled to get enough exhaust and induction note into the car. It took months, to be honest, to get the right mix of exhaust character along with that balance of supercharger growl.